Hello guys, today we will discuss one of the most important concepts in chess, which is forced variations. Usually forced variations refers to the sequence of moves that leaves your opponent with only one or very limited choices, very limited responses. When it comes to forced variations, you must know the active moves, which is checks, captures, or various attacking moves, okay? Usually forced variations requires a lot of calculation. So let's dive into our first example, white to move, and let's try the most forced move for white, okay? In this endgame, there is a lot of tension in queen side, as we see, and there is a lot of things, okay? The main thing is that we are targeting this pawn. The main protector of this pawn is this rook on b5, okay? And one more thing is that the d file is semi-open. Once the knight is moved, I can attack this bishop easily. Due to this information, we can attack the rook. And this is a forced move. By attacking this rook knight to c3, attacking both rook and knight. If knight takes like this, I can grab with the intermediate move, check, and then capture the knight, okay? So black has to react to this forced move, and the only and the best try for black is to still protecting this pawn and go with rook to c5, try to find the other forced move, which is knight attacking this rook again. Our target is to remove the defender of this pawn, you know? Okay, again, the best try for black is to remain defending the pawn and go back. But I will never go back to c3. I will go for the other way, knight d6. What is the possible squares for this rook? Again, the best try is to remain defending the pawn, but after rook to c5, the pawn will fall easily and we achieve our goal after double attack the rook and the pawn. So the rook must move, and after rook c7, I can easily win the material, win the pawn, and win the endgame easily if I played in a precise way, okay? So guys, in this position, white to move and win, try to think about the forced move. In the game, b4 was played, trying to control, and this is a positional play, trying to control the c5 square, which is a normal play, but we are thinking about the most forced variation, you know? The active moves, where is the active moves? Okay, try to pause the video and think about the most forced variation here, okay? By playing the most forced variation, which is boom, e4, trying to push again and forking the knight and the queen, and believe it or not, black will lose a full pawn in this position. How? How is it possible? After pawn takes, I can easily grab the pawn back by the knight. I'm attacking both knight and queen, and after knight takes on d4, I can easily double attack the pawn on h7 and this unprotected rook, okay? So black has to respond in a forced move, and after knight to d5, I can easily grab this free candy, which is the pawn on h7 with a check, okay? This is how to play a forced variation. Try to think and calculate the most forced moves, and by achieving this, you must know the active moves. In this position, black to move and win, try to find the most forced variation, okay? We have two checks, actually, the rook takes the pawn or the queen takes the pawn. Try to calculate in your mind what is the most forced moves, okay? So if you found rook takes with a check, bravo, my friend, this is the correct answer, and let me tell you why. So if you are thinking about queen takes with a check, I can easily make a defensive move and block with this queen, and after retreating this queen, preparing to this absolute pin, I can give some counter play and actually allow him to give this check, which is a little bit annoying because after king h7, rook can return to c3. I can give him a check like this, and rook can come back and defend the position, okay? And this is a winning position actually for black, but what happened? I can have the chance to destroy the king by the magic of forcing variations, okay? Let's go back and try to calculate rook takes with check, okay? So what happened if the king go to a1? I can give him a checkmate in two moves, which is rook to a3, and after this move by the king, I can give him a checkmate. There's no place to go or hide, okay? So what happened if the king try to attack this rook? There is no attacking because he is in a discovered attack, which is a deadly discovered attack. Starting with a rook c3 discovered check, and after moving this king, I can give him a check like this. And of course, rook c1 is a check, okay? So let's move to the next position, which is a little bit tricky. White to move and try to find the best and the most forced variation here, okay? So black seems that he is holding the position and he is defending actually the position, but believe me, my friends, there is no defense because I have a fantastic move, which is rook d7. Oh my god, this is a very nice move. In this position, white is winning, and this move actually limiting the escape squares for this king. So if knight takes, I can give him a check like this, and he must capture with the queen, allowing me to give him a check like this, and he can't counter or blocking with the bishop because it's pinned to the king. And so the forced move, which is king to e7, and this allow me to grab this knight with a check. And after that, black tried a tricky move, which is preparing a battery for this pawn and preparing a tricky attack. But I can't allow this, and I have a very nice move and a forced move, of course, which is queen check, because I want to force him to go for the back rank and then grab this rook with the queen with the check, okay? So what happened if he block with the queen? I can easily sacrifice this rook, and after takes, I can take this queen and win the game very easily, okay? So after king goes to f8, I can easily grab this rook with the check, which is the most forced move. After the king move to a safe square, I can grab this pawn easily and protecting everything. There's no true attack here on a2, because after queen takes with a check, I can move to c1, and there is no attack on this position for black. The position is completely winning for white, okay? Try to finish this position. As we see, there is a lot of tension on this position. There is a World War III on this pawn. Again, I want you to calculate in your mind the most forced variation, which is rook takes this pawn anyway. After this beautiful move, actually, there is no defense on this position. Why? It seems like everything is protected, but no, my friends. After rook takes, this rook is pinned. I can grab this rook again, because after queen takes, there is a fantastic move, which is queen can moonwalk a little bit and pin this queen and win the game easily. So guys, I hope you like this today's episode, and don't forget to like and share and subscribe. See you next video. Goodbye.
Hey, check this video out to make sure that you get more important information to bring your chess to the next level.